Hello, and welcome back to Buzby Gaming. I'm Tony, and today we're going to play one of my, if not my actual favorite game on the N64, Resident Evil 2. Now, I wasn't originally planning on playing this, but with the recent news of the passing of Paul Haddad, who was the original voice actor for Leon Kennedy, I felt this is a great way to honor him. You know, this game was such a big part of my childhood, as I said, and you know, it's actually kind of like a technological marvel to video game history. I think it was 10 or 11 employees at Angel Studio had 12 months and $1 million to get that game on a cartridge. Now, they could have went the cheap route, and they could have had like graphic novel instead of cutscenes, but they have full motion videos. They have all the voice acting, and to boot, the game actually has a higher gameplay resolution than it does on the PS1. Now, the video portion of it isn't higher resolution, but the actual gameplay portion is. So we're going to check that out today. I'm going to play a little bit of it, maybe go over a couple more facts and figures. So stay tuned. Alright, so here we are, Resident Evil 2 on the N64. Now, the one of the things that's different about this version is you can actually choose the violence level and the blood color. That's something that's not available in other versions that came out around the same time. Even though the audio and video is compressed, this version has Dolby surround sound, so that's something that's unique to this version.
The Raccoon City Police Department's Special Stars Unit immediately began investigation in the affair. The case was apparently closed, thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished.
Yeah, you can just tell, but the FMVs are, you know, kind of compressed and smaller. But like I said, the actual gameplay resolution is higher than the PS1 version. So this is like a piece of like technical genius, you know, the things that they did in that 1 year to get this all to fit on a cartridge is amazing.
What have we got here?
Oh, he is, man. Paul Haddad. I was kind of shocked to hear that he passed away, man. This game was such a big part of my childhood. Probably shouldn't have been playing it, but, you know, we all did shit we weren't supposed to do when we were kids, right? You can tell there's a little bit of an echo to the sound, so it is compressed pretty damn bad, but still sounds really great for being on a cartridge. Trouble speaking already.
What was that?
That's cool.
What are these things?
This is what I think is funny, man. He just immediately starts popping caps on people. Like, they're stumbling towards him. They could be just like dirty, injured drunks. And this lady's like, "Oh, help me, I'm hurt. Bust a cap in your head." He just fucking turns like full serial killer immediately. Doesn't question the situation at all. He's just like, he's actually commenting on himself fucking shooting unarmed civilians. Aren't we all?
Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down! We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
With a serial killer, police officer, and a 19-year-old girl, it'll be a lot safer. I'm just kidding. I love Leon. He's one of my favorite characters.
Block the line.
Okay.
This is actually like a testament to how good this game is, that this cutscene can still hold up in 2020.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
What was your first hint?
First day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
This right here. That's like so good looking, man. It's like you adjust some contrast and colors, that looks like it's real, you know?
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure.
Cue Leon's zombie model swap in
There's a gun
3,
inside.
Better
2, 1, and... I always thought there was something weird about that zombie. It's fucking Leon's model. It's just swapped out a little different. That fucking face always cracks me up. Zombie's
Everyone
face.
agrees.
I got a really fucked up sense of humor, as you can tell.
Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
I'm only gonna play the first little bit of this because for some reason my recording device is acting up and I can't seem to get it to work correctly. So we're just gonna go to the police station, see Marvin, and we'll probably call that a day. The other thing I did love about this is that since it didn't get a part 1 or 3, some things have changed a little bit. Like there's extra files that kind of give a little bit more backstory. Here's another iconic character.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
It's weird that he has such a cult
Hold
following
your fire!
for someone that
I'm a
has like
human.
2 minutes of screen time. Everybody loves Kendo. Even pervy Kendo.
Sorry about that. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I don't have a clue. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
Yeah, there's some cool things you could do on the N64 too, like model swapping. You can actually have Leon and Claire like swap models, and just funny shit happens. Like you can have, you know, it's still Claire's voice, but you can have Leon's body, and Kendo says things like, I ain't got no clue, darling. And don't worry, I'm keeping a close eye on things. And it's Leon's model. You could also make like Claire and Ada kiss later on in the game. 11-year-old me really like that. Don't worry, I'll save you. Oh shit. Bad idea. Bad idea. Run away. I really want that shotgun. I gotta save that shotgun. Fuck Kendo, he's dead already. I'm really needing that shotgun though. I just love how they twitch and shit. This game creeped the fuck out of me as a kid. The first one even more so, because I was like really young when that one came out and I would watch my brother play it. You know, just that like scene in the beginning where they're like, you know, they're breaking into people's houses and the victims were apparently eating and shit. I just remember laying in bed hearing the fucking blinds just like blow back and forth from the air conditioning. And I'm like, the fuck, they're outside, they're gonna eat me. It's funny to look back on now, but I mean, that fucking traumatized me as a kid. You guys look like you could use a haircut. Yeah, look good, buddy. Yeah. Hey, kneecap. Ah, he's biting my kneecap. Last round, let's make it count. Trying to split him in half. Ah, it didn't work. I think that was the last round, yep. Oh man, I gotta go back and get that one thing of ammo. I'm kind of like afraid a little bit that since this new Resident Evil came out, that like this version's just gonna end up like going the way of the dinosaur. Nobody's really gonna talk about it anymore. I really hope that don't happen, but you know, shit changes, time changes. You know, this new version will be like how sentimental this version is to me. It'll be that way for somebody else. So I mean, I kind of get that, but it's just, you know, the idea of something like this, so iconic, such a big important part of my gaming history, of my childhood, that you know it's probably going to eventually get to the point where nobody's even talking about it or playing it anymore. I remember being weirded out the first time I saw a female zombie. I was like, wow, they actually modeled a woman. So I'm gonna go this. Yeah, fuck. I amazingly got out of that without getting bitten. Yeah, it really wigged me out. I'm like, man, there's the woman. Yeah, this always creeped me out too. This dude's like, all right, so this guy's just sitting there eating lunch, right? I don't know if someone just like stabbed that motherfucker just to stab him, or like you didn't tip me, and just, or if he turned into a zombie, it's like I don't know if that would kill a zombie. Either way, I was like, man, that's oh shit. Didn't mean to interrupt your meal, gentlemen. I used to always love watching my brother play some PS1, because he'd have that good game shark, you know, that one that plugged into the back of the system, and it would just like, he'd have like the Gatling gun, and he'd just like fucking lay waste to everything. It was just incredible to watch. You know, it's something that the younger generation, like, you know, of 20 years or younger, ain't really gonna get by watching this, but like, those of us who actually played through this and were excited for it, man, forget about it. Dario's name. Wasn't that the dude from Resident Evil 3? Hey, I think it was. Like in that safe house where Jill's like, you know, come on out and all that. He's like, no, I lost my daughter out there. I'll probably put a clip in, but I'm pretty sure that's the same dude. That's weird that they included him in here. And I don't know if they were not intending on making Resident Evil 3 for N64, but I know they had like a little bit of trouble making this version. So, I don't know. Oh, fuck. Oh, I took his arm off. Now, this is the funny thing, okay? Like, you can, you see, it's like, it's too dangerous to go back outside. And you can, like, wipe out all those dudes right there, and it still says that. I mean, I know it's the game's way of keeping you in the police station, but it's just like, yeah, I always thought that was funny. Oh, there's two of them. Juke! Iconic entrance. What the fuck just happened to the screen? That's what I'm saying, man. There's something up with this recording device. It just does not like what the hell I'm doing. Let's go see Marvin. This guy's another guy, man. He's like really popular among fans. Even myself, I'm like, man, you know, you just want to know more about him. And there wasn't really much
Who are you?
to it when it first came out, so you like kind of left to your imagination.
You must be the new
imagination.
guy. Leon. Sorry, but it looks like your party has been canceled.
All parties
What
canceled.
happened? About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving zombies in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything. They risked their lives to reveal the truth, but no one believed them. Not long after that, all this started to happen. Hang in there. Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go. But just go.
Fine. But I'm coming back for you. Just hold on.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that they fleshed out those two characters a little bit more in the remake. Kendo and Marvin, they both have such small roles, but everybody enjoyed them. You know, I was curious how he got injured. You know, what did he do to get hurt? And they kind of answer that in Outbreak, but they say like now that Outbreak isn't really canon or something anymore. I mean, I guess none of it really is since they did the remake, but they said even back then it was just like a side story. But in Resident Evil 3, the new one, they explained it how how he got bit was well, I'm not going to spoil it, but I mean, I did it in my first playthrough. I think you find out in later part of the game that Brad, you know, turned and he ended up biting Marvin because Marvin hesitated because he spoke to him one word, but it was enough to make him kind of hesitate a little bit. And that's what cost Marvin his life. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna try and fight this dude with a handgun. I got a feeling things ain't gonna go my way. Fucking creepy. If I saw that thing, I would probably literally shit my fucking pants. I'm recording. I'll talk to you later.
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
Alright, so my brother just called and that cut off the video because I'm recording on my phone. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it quits right here. This game is just iconic. I mean, they did so much little things with it. So, you know, they can kind of fill in the backstory. You think it'd be easier if they would have just made Resident Evil 1 on the N64, then did 2, because 1 didn't have any FMVs in it. I think it was all just them, like, talking and moving their hands in the models. So, I mean, it was probably would have been easier to do 1, but I think 1 maybe would have been a little complicated for N64 players back then. I mean, there was adult gamers, but this was a good introduction into the franchise for a lot of people. Myself, I played the first Resident Evil, or I watched my brother or my cousins play through it, and you know, that was kind of my first introduction. Like I said, it scared the shit out of me. I had nightmares and shit ever since watching them play that. And then, usually, like I said, my brother always kicked me out of his room, but he knew that I loved this game so much that when he got it, he actually let me sit down there in his room and watch him play through it in its entirety the first day he got it. I thought that was really cool. He just, he's like a normal brother. He'll be a dick because, that's what older brothers do to younger brothers. But it was cool that we kind of bonded over that game because he knew I was a fan of it. And he's like, hey, as long as you don't say a fucking word, you don't talk, you don't ask questions, you can sit down here and watch me play. So when I was able to get my own copy and answer questions I want answered and play through and do things that I wanted to do, I was really excited about that. So this game just holds a special place in my heart, and I am never going to get rid of this game. I'm always going to have it. That being said, that's all I have for you today. I am giving away an N64 Donkey Kong Jungle Green console in the box. I am going to give that away on May 17th. The video for that will be in the corner over here. And all you gotta do is go there, comment down below in that video what your favorite N64 memory is, and I will choose a winner. And I'll make a video on that on May 17th. But between now and then, I'm going to do a lot of N64 videos, so hopefully you guys don't mind. But as always, if you like the content, be sure to hit that like button, share, subscribe, everything. It's all greatly appreciated. I'm just starting off on this channel, and I appreciate you guys spending time with me. But until next time, stay safe, have a good weekend. We'll see you in the next one.